Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the full complement of lawyers to go with your dragons here on the morning of October 1st, 2022. I hope everybody's ready for episode 8. We've got adventures, we've got shenanigans. We heard your call for shenanigans on our social media. We did see that. Before we get started, I do want to call out something that you may not have seen if you aren't on Twitter, and if you aren't, good for you. You've made the right choice. But that is, of course, we've got the store, we've got Lawyers and Dragons stuff out there, and we have a very, very cool edition that I specifically commissioned from a friend of mine who's also a client who did concept art for Diablo 3, League of Legends, Hearthstone, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, some games that you might have heard of if you are into games. And that is One Brains the Zombie as a mascot, as a logo for some of the stuff we're doing with Lawyers and Dragons. We're going to be adding him to the store. He's not up there just yet, but we've got some really cool ideas. If you have cool ideas for Brains, let us know. But he is absolutely fantastic. And I also wanted to let folks know, if you're interested in his creation at all, Trent actually does video tutorials because he's a fantastic artist. He teaches people about art. And he does a video where he talks about Lawyers and Dragons. He talks about working through some of the episodes to get inspiration for Brains. And so I definitely recommend checking it out. It's super cool. I'm super excited about it. And so for October, I thought what better time than to introduce our zombie friend into the mix with art and other stuff. It will be in the store. Check back. It'll be there very soon. Otherwise, David, outside of making cool art, outside of making cool zombies, I turn it over to you because I think we're walking into a town. We killed some people. Rob missed that. I know he's disappointed about that.
Right.
You're in charge now, friend.
All right. Well, let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lawyers and Dragons. Recapping last week, you guys fought a gigantic junior worm as classified by Hardy, and Rob disappeared. Ghostblade disappeared, and reappearing, or kind of taking that spot, was Nate the Fighter, who we got to meet for the first time. Who then
he's a really good fighter and like a really good climber and like a really good, basically good at everything
really
he
gonna
does.
make me feel this bad? Like, are we really gonna make me more jealous? Like, are we really gonna go there?
This isn't about
Not as jealous as nobody.
Trust me, we are so going to do that the instant you get back.
Well, so what's going to happen here is, before we jump to the main group, I'd like to go over to Ghostblade and just Ghostblade. You're watching as this giant worm kind of punches through the crust of the planet. You see your hand begins to glow green, and then poof, you vanish and find yourself standing in the middle of what looks like a jungle. And I turn it over to you with what you do.
Why?
Well, I'm in a jungle and I'm very confused. And all of a sudden, from the trees comes a gentleman that's dressed in a tux. Short little guy, little fellow, walks over and hands me a card, and the card is addressed to Ghostblade. I'm going, what the heck is this? And I open the card, and the guy says, he goes, courtesy of Nigel. I open the card, and all of a sudden, this dude brings out this little air puffy thingy. You know, the guy, and it's like I'm in a car wash, and the guy is just dusting me off and making sure that the glitter is off of my entire body. And he says, "Sir, are you feeling very good? Very good indeed." And I get just completely deglittered. That is the adventure. So while you guys were doing the cool things, I had Nigel do me a solid and send his valet and glitter free the glitter man
To the magic jungle?
to the magic jungle. This is exactly.
How did you know where you were?
How
I don't
long
know.
are you gone to be free of glitter? Because that's just impossible.
I don't know. But this
Have you
music
ever
was
tried to
playing
get
in
rid
the
of glitter?
background the entire time he had the puffy thingy. He had it was like an air compressor.
He's gone like 6 months to get rid of all the glitter.
You guys did have a
world-ending
whole
conflict.
episode of fighting a cool thing. So yeah, I got deglittered.
I see somebody in the chat is saying Glitterblade got detailed.
Rob, one concern was to get rid of Glitterblade's glitter.
This is just not gonna happen.
Well, actually, I would say that, yeah, Rob, Glitterblade, you're gone for a few minutes, and then it feels like a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just going through this whole process, and it feels like time is passing, and eventually you're completely cleaned. And then your hand begins to glow again, and boom, you reappear, and you're at a different location than you were before, and standing in front of you is the party, having just finished. Well, I think it would be Nate, who was chopping the head off of one of the other people there. And you just watch as this person's head just rolls off of its body and collapses, and you're standing there. You see your whole party now standing there on the road.
Where were you, man?
They're getting cleaned, apparently. I don't know.
What do you mean
magic.
cleaned?
I don't know. Hand. They started glowing. I disappeared. Weird guy, coat, dusted me off. Hard to explain. What the heck is happening?
Wait, you got rid of your glitter?
Yeah, there's no more glitter. What? Why is there a head rolling by my foot?
We met a guy. He was a small addition to the team. We did
He's a really cool guy. Really
Small
cool guy.
addition.
At this
Wait,
point,
where are we? And why is the cat still here?
Oh, Lumberlost, you watch as the cat pops his head out of a bag that's on nobody's waist. He's just sitting in a bag. He just pops his head out. Guy was really cool. Got to say, 10 out of 10 recommend.
we're kind of worse off now that you're back, actually.
Oh, you little. Oh. Mm-hmm.
He was a worthwhile.
He was very effective.
Yeah, no, he was a great addition. Great addition.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he disappeared. He go away. You show up. I kind of sad now, but welcome back to the group.
I swear to God, Hardy.
Why you swear to God? I'm in cat. I'm in bag. What is the problem?
Yeah, I mean, it really should be gods, plural, but I mean, it's fine.
Yes, good discussion.
that
Good
slide.
discussion.
Right.
All right. Well, we're standing on a road. Welcome back, Glitterblade. Should we go into town?
Well, yes, town you see is in that direction right there, down the road. Okay, maybe like another hour, and you're gonna notice that up in the sky, the sun is beginning to set. You guys have been traveling. At this point, you guys have been traveling for a while.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
Well, I'm in favor
Well,
of
I
getting to town.
I would like to head in the direction of those trees. Or that tree.
Right.
That we're looking for.
We talked to the cat last time. The tree is past the town. Let's go to the town. We'll get nice rooms. Lima, you can have your own room. We'll rest a little bit.
Appreciated.
We'll go. We've got, I don't know what kind of gold little buddy has right now, but we can go into town and then we can head to the tree.
Actually, you know what? Huddle up real quick. And the cat's gonna put his paws out and gesture to the whole party to huddle up.
Out of the bag.
Yes, out of the bag. He's still in the bag. He's not getting out of the bag.
Okay. Huddle up, everybody. Hardy,
Yes.
our new leader, wants to talk.
Yes. You see,
We're in a forest. Why are we huddling up? There's no one to overhear us.
Shh, anyone could be listening.
I'm pretty sure that acorn is spying on us.
Acorn spying? Quick, nobody. Destroy Acorn.
I use flail on acorn.
Acorn explodes. Good job. Now it's not listening. And at this point, you're going to see the carriage, the cart, his like traveling cart is just rolling behind very slowly.
Sure.
Just eventually
way.
catching up to all of you.
Sure. It's on its way to the town.
One wheel is like bumping in the road. It's because it's not even, so it's just rocking back and forth along the way.
All right. So we're huddling, Hardy. What do you want to tell us?
Right. So here's the deal. Okay. We get to town. I have got to go and sell tons of stuff, make tons of money. That is my job. So I would request from you guys, don't be yourselves. Okay. Don't draw attention. You draw lots of attention. We want to go in quietly.
and not be big, oh, spectacle. No, we don't want that. We want to just let me go in, sell things. You guys go do something. Does that sound like a good plan? Yes, that's a good plan. Okay, I agree. Tap out. Let's do it.
Gotcha. Will be less conspicuous than the talking cat with a magic cart.
Right.
Just so we've got our baseline here.
I see no problem with it at all. I think it is fine.
We know how to blend in, Hardy. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I worry just a tiny bit,
Says the person that gets in trouble every single time.
Good to have you back, Glitterblade.
I'm telling you, man. Everybody on fire. Hey, where'd that cool guy that was super effective with the axe go?
As
we don't know, he disappeared.
Reappeared here. You would see him, and he's glowing the same color green that you were, but he vanishes.
Oh, I mean, I heard good things. I heard he was really effective at fighting, and just every time someone else did something, he just did something just a little bit better.
I have to say, you are right on the money.
Well, he's gone now. Should we proceed?
Morning.
Yes.
Are you
Good
guys
to
going to
have
start
our
moving
friends
forward?
back, isn't it, Hardy?
Oh, I love having friends. Friends is great. We love friends. We also love friends who could climb mountains with no trouble, but
Yes. All right. Well, let's go to town and reflect on our life choices, shall we?
Yeah, so it's going to take about an hour for you guys to get there. You'll be traveling for that hour. I'd like to just throw out, what is one thing you want to do on the commute, on the travel?
Oh, I'm gonna be thumbing through my Book of Dragons from the Magic School.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
While we wait for Lima to come back.
14.
Right, on a 14. So as you're flipping through the book, you're going to see that there's a bunch of these chromatic dragons that it discusses, and that the chromatic dragons are not very nice. You don't mess with the chromatic dragons. And there's the gem dragons, which aren't nearly as bad. And then, of course, you're going to scroll through, and eventually you're going to see there's these different types of dragon monstrosities. And the first one that you're going to see is like this picture of what's called a dragon hawk. And you'll just see that, and it's like a combination of a dragon and a bird, and you'll just take note of that.
Okay, chromatic dragons are the worst.
Chromatic dragons are the worst.
Okay.
They're the evil ones. They're classified as evil.
Okay. All right, well, that's what I did. I love my Book of Dragons. Dragons.
Ghostblade, what do you do on this hour travel?
Oh, I'm going to be walking right next to nobody, right next to the bag, and asking Hardy about everything that happened so that Hardy can tell me everything about the awesome person that did the chopping, so that Hardy is just out of the bag talking to me the entire time about how awesome the adventure was that I just missed.
Oh, are you going to go so far as to like reach in and like take him and like put him on your shoulder?
Whoa.
No, I want him to be right there on the bag with nobody, so that nobody is sitting there and we're just walking together. He's reading the book. And...
Okay.
Hardy is going to recount every detail from the previous.
And then he got spit out of the worm, and he landed in superhero Black Widow pose. Very cool. And then we got eaten chompy chomp, and then we were like afraid of burning in acid, but then like big guy goes over, cuts off head. Right? You remember? Nobody, you remember?
Who got you out of that belly?
Who got me in the belly is the real question.
We got a shiny dagger on
this. This is the definition of the cat's out of the bag now.
I've been waiting to make that one since you heard about the cat being in the bag, haven't you?
Kind of. I don't know. It was back there. Yeah.
That's right. You did get shiny special dagger, right?
You did.
Is it
Remember
shiny?
that?
Yes, it's very cool.
It is very cool.
Have you looked at it?
Well, yes, we cut open a worm's stomach with it, remember?
Right. That is true. It's very neat. You know, find something inside the worm you like. Oh, I take it. It is now mine.
Yeah, it's now mine. We got out of there. We fought. We led this group of adventurers to our victory, Hardy.
Sure, we did.
Being condescended to by a cat is something else.
You
I
just-
tell you what.
Just taps
mean,
the paws together.
Cat ownership.
Can confirm.
What is Gimlet doing on this 1 hour commute?
I'm just wondering if I still have that flask.
In
You
real life or as Gimlet?
Yes. Gimlet's probably just riding the cart and just sort of
Oh, Gimlet got on the
observing
cart.
all this. I'm like, I could do something to mess with nobody, but really, Ghostblade is already doing worse than.
What?
Just pile on.
So Gimlet's just gonna open his flask there and just enjoy the ride.
Right. Lima, what is Lima doing through this?
She's just kind of walking like right behind these guys and sort of listening to what they're saying, just like shaking her head to herself, like, these guys. Can't believe I'm with these guys. What's going on? What's how did I get myself here?
We can't believe it either.
while this is going on, while you're moving down this road, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Is that all of us or just Lima?
No, just Lima.
All right. It is a 15.
15. Yeah. As time passes, you're going to notice that the amulet is like letting off this faint glow, this like kind of flicker.
Ooh. All right.
Do you check it?
Yes.
Okay. It almost is for an instant and then disappears, where you have what feels like another connection with it.
Okay.
But as you just touch it at all, you just feel your vision kind of change, and you're just seeing through the eyes of somebody else. Very quickly, you jump to the conclusion that it is most likely Kovas, and as you look around, you'll see that you are in a very dark room, surrounded by other people who are wearing dark rogue-like armor, and they begin to put black bandanas over their faces. And then he looks to the left and he sees that there are other ones putting blue bandanas over their faces. And then as he turns around, the Black Knight enters into the room. And then the vision fades.
Okay.
Do you tell anybody about this?
Yeah. Yeah. I stop and tell the whole group about it.
So
How
it's
much-
not like the bandits where you'll tell us after it happens to us.
No, I've learned my lesson since then. These
We're
visions are
friends.
fairly reliable, so maybe it's helpful to to give everyone a heads up.
So what do you tell them?
So I tell them that I just had a vision. I've had visions before. I've had another vision before that included my brother, Kovas, and that I think that he unfortunately might be somehow connected to the Dark Knight. I don't know how or under what circumstances, but that I haven't talked to him for a very long time. And I'm very concerned for my brother, and also concerned about him as well. And that I have a feeling that they might be preparing for the next for another attack.
You had vision?
Yes.
Oh, I have vision, but it includes red powder called Mad Mage, and it is not good vision.
Good talk, Hardy. Are you regularly seeing things, Lima?
Yes. I mean, regularly. Define regularly.
Is this a normal occurrence for you?
They tend to coincide with meditation. And this time, obviously, I wasn't meditating. We're all just sort of walking on our journey. Sometimes those can sort of pop up as well. without any sort of intense focus, but yeah, relative frequency. Yeah.
And you think these are real?
No, new rule, friends. She doesn't drive the cart.
Nobody drives the cart, Gimlet. We're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think so. I have a good sense that this probably is real.
Can he see you?
I have no idea. But I would venture to guess that if I can see him through his amulet, he probably could see me through mine.
He has one of those?
Yes. They are both family heirlooms.
You have family heirloom that lets you have visions?
I didn't realize that it would let me have visions until recently, but yes, that seems to be what's happening.
That is interesting. Did you notice in the vision that you see, was the other person also touching amulet?
In a previous vision, yes. In this one, I didn't notice.
Interesting. So it seems like they are connected when you're both using amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I mean, of course, it could be nothing. You could just be using Mad Mage and nobody knows.
I
Lima, are
am
you
not using
high?
Mad Mage. I am not. I don't know if you noticed, but I generally only drink tea. So
Yes, you're the
Kind of
shade
tea.
one.
Yeah. I mean, non drinks to tea like that too.
Okay, so talking magic cat, magically moving cart, visions from our main
What in the
standby.
world is
What
that?
is Glitterblade
Oh my
doing?
gosh, it's Hardy.
I also have Hardy on my shirt.
We're Hardy fans in the house here today.
He's suddenly become the most
have
popular
props.
member.
It is fat. It is funny. It is fun.
Okay, well,
Throw a cat in there. This is what happens.
this is what happens.
Shop kitty.
Okay, well, I think we should go on. And I guess, Lima, you should look out for anything that looks like your visions in case we run across your brother.
Yeah.
Right. Very good.
So yeah, you guys will carry on, and eventually you'll come upon these stone walls, these magnificent stone walls carrying up, and beyond there's a large gate with a lot of guards standing by, and people coming in and out. There's a lot of trade happening. You can see carts, people moving their goods in, bringing in food and supplies, people bringing out other things and wares, boxes and crates, and you'll see all of this happening. And it on the other end of these walls, you can see on the other side, it's a very, very upstanding looking city on the other side.
Well,
A lot
excellent.
of people. What do you
They're
do?
probably not letting us in then.
No, let's approach the walls as a band of merry merchants with our magical cat friend.
And all our weapons.
A band of merry merchants.
Here, let me do
Okay.
all of the talking.
No,
Okay.
Hardy, I got this. I got
Oh,
this.
oh no! And he just puts his paws on his eyes.
Hardy, I got this. I got this. Can we just walk up to the gates? Walk up
Right.
to the walls?
As you approach the gates, and Gimlet is riding on the cart, guards are going to approach you and say, "Halt! State your business."
Hello, friend. We are a band of merry merchants here to sell our wares within your wonderful walls. Would you let us in?
Yes, but you must pay the entry fee.
Well, what is the amount of that entry fee, good sir? And remember, we are growing your local economy with our band of merry merchants.
Right. It's just paying the local tax to enter into the city.
Right? Well, what would that look like? What amount is that?
50 gold pieces.
50
Oh.
gold pieces. Do we have 50 gold pieces, band of merry merchants?
Don't pay 50 gold pieces.
Gimlet says, That's an insane price.
No, it's the law.
Upon conference with my band, we are not going to pay that amount, but we would thank you kindly for opening that door for us.
Don't pay the 50 gold
You
pieces.
got it, Hardy. I'm on it, Hardy.
Don't do it.
Hardy, quiet.
I don't think this guy is legitimate.
Hardy.
Did you check his license and registration?
Sir,
What are we, cops?
please open the door.
Get his
I'm
badge
pretty
number.
sure Gimlet is the opposite of a cop.
We are looking forward to selling our wares within your walls.
Another guard approaches, kind of standing
Excellent.
behind him.
2 guards.
Yeah, and the first guard that was talking to you says, "No, you can't pass unless you pay the toll."
We are not going to pay the toll, so please let us in.
Roll in either
We're
an
not subject to your laws. We're traveling.
intimidation check or persuasion check, depending on what you're going for. If you're
Rob with
trying
the
to make
Sobstead argument.
7.
No, I think you'll be paying the toll, or we're gonna have a problem. And he just puts his hand on the top of his hilt, which you'll know is a threat.
Lima's going to step forward
Oh,
and she's going to say, sir, what is one of your biggest foes in this town?
oh.
Well, we have a very strong bandit problem here.
Right. How about worms? Like giant worms. Do those ever come around anytime?
We've never, and he's gonna look at the other guard. We've never seen giant worms.
Well, there was one that was going to head this way just a few minutes ago, but we took it down. We did that for you guys.
And the
I
second
think-
one,
You have any
I
proof?
think maybe if you just go down the road a little bit further, you'll see the remains of said giant worm.
I think you're just trying to get us to move so that you could go in the city without paying the toll.
Uh-huh.
yeah, this is
Okay, well,
clearly a lie.
and then
Now, hold on.
and then Lima's gonna pull some thaumaturgy and start trembling the ground.
Oh, God, no, we don't have to escalate.
Roll in either persuasion or intimidation, depending on what you're going for.
I'm going for persuasion.
Okay, roll for persuasion.
You're shaking
20.
the ground to persuade them. Oh,
20.
that was
Wait,
What,
Isn't
nat 20?
She's trying to
Yeah.
persuade them that she's a badass. It's not, it makes sense to me.
Was that a nat 20?
It was a 15 plus 5.
Okay, so unnatural. Hardy is going to. Oh no! The ground is shaking again. I am so scared of big giant worms. What is going to happen? And guards are going to like stumble back for a second and look around and be like, "Worms, you say?"
Yeah. You know, we've taken one down before and we
Are there
can take
more?
one down again. So, if you would like some extra security while we're around, we can provide that, provided you let us in tax-free.
Hey, I think we should let them in. If they fought this thing, they might be able to fight it. It's inside.
All right, enough. Okay, fine, you can go in, but don't be starting any trouble.
Thank you kindly, sir. We never start trouble.
And they're
Where
just
did
gonna.
we get this
Just
language?
sort of sips as she says that.
And they will turn and kind of trot away, running to what looks like a guard tower to the side. And yeah, you guys have full entryway into the city. Do you go inside?
Another successful
course.
persuasion for nobody. Good job, friends.
Great work,
You-
nobody.
Nobody, you tried very well. You got like 85%, but then Lima dunked the ball. Okay, that's what happens.
Sometimes you have to unscrew the pickle jar and someone else finishes it off. You know what I'm saying, Hardy?
That's right. That's right. You tighten jar and Lima open jar.
Well,
Sure.
what do we see? Do we see something like an inn or a tavern or someplace
Right.
that we can separate ourselves from these people for a moment?
Meanwhile, nobody's just looking to separate himself from Hardy for a moment.
As you guys walk through the city, you're going to see a bunch of very elegant looking signage attached to these buildings. And so some of them are going to read. If I pull my notes up, you're going to see one of them is called Hoeg's Wizarding Wares. And then you'll see the Stormy Cup Pawn Shop, Brains Tavern and Inn, Julius Cedars.
So they like
I love
puns
the
and all
names of these places. I love it. It's my favorite.
David is like sleepy. He's like waking up and he like has a notepad next to his bed. He's like, oh, that's a good one.
Well, I would like to head to Brains Tavern. Nobody has to come with me.
There's also a distillery called Brews Brothers.
Oh, I want to go to Bruise Brothers. Are they like
gonna
Franciscan friars
Give me your finest
on the logo?
Brews Brothers.
Gimlet's got a few places to shop. Brewery, Wizard King Emporium.
Yeah. Are you guys going to split up here? I also want to note that it is still like early, like 4 p.m., 4:30. So the sun is like starting to go down here, but it's the sun is going to set soon. What do you do?
Let's see. Well,
I guess the other question I would have is there a blacksmith, something that looks like a forge or something along the lines here in my view?
Right. Yes, there definitely is. So you'll see as you're coming in, and kind of off to the left, down down the block here at the end of this block, there's going to be what looks like a setup forge with smoke just protruding out of it, tons of smoke.
Okay, I guess that's where I will go first. Everybody's willing. I want to have somebody appraise and look at my dagger because it's pretty cool. And I'm the only one in the group that got treasure out of that worm encounter. And I just think we should evaluate it because it was achieved by me.
Can the forge be called Hawkeyes? Yes. I see the shaking of that.
I see somebody saying Smith and Weapon in the, and I think that is way better.
I think that's canon now. It's just called Smith and Weapon.
Perfect. Blacksmith Baldwin.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do. And
okay, is
Good.
anybody else going to the Smith and Weapon?
I think Gimlet will sneak off to the wizard shop.
To Hoagie's?
Yeah.
Okay. Lima, where are you
Lima's
going?
going to go. She's going to go with him. Lima's going to go into Hoagie's as well.
And where is Ghostblade going?
I'm going to go look at the pointy things. I'm going to go with nobody to Smith and Weapon.
Awesome. So let's start there. So yeah, you guys are going to actually everybody give me a perception check.
All right.
What are we perceiving this morning?
At 10, probably not much.
Ooh,
14.
7.
Luck be a nat 20 roll.
Awesome.
I was going to say, and then he scores a 1, but no, it was actually a nat 20.
Mine was a 7.
Mine was a 10.
14.
Okay. 14. Okay. Yeah. So nobody and Ghostblade, you guys are going to notice that there's just a ton of people outside. Like there is significantly more people moving around. You're kind of like moving, kind of having to push through people because there's so much hustle and bustle happening here. But
So it's like the beginning of Beauty and the Beast.
Kind of. Yeah. That's a very good way to describe it. Yes. There's some people singing. One person's yelling, "I need 6 eggs," and you guys will keep moving.
Hardy always knew there was
expensive.
Oh
God. But Gimlet and Lima, as you guys are moving through, you're not really going to see any. And there's still the same amount of crowd. There's still a lot of people, but you're not going to see any like discerning people. It's just a very diverse city. Whereas over by Ghostblade and Nobody, you'll see that there are people that are like kind of walking around. And every like 5th person, every 6th, 7th person has kind of like what looks like a canvas bag over them.
Wait,
and it's like just kind of like over their clothes.
Okay.
Over by Nobody and Lumberlost. And they're not together. They're not close. It's like every seventh part you'll notice is wearing like this. Their face is exposed. They're not wearing anything over their heads, so they just look like humans or elves. But yeah, you'll notice that with your very high perception rolls.
Hardy, what's the deal with the sack people?
I don't know. It's a very bad fashion statement.
It is. It's not a great look. You and I are in agreement, Hardy.
Yeah, it is very bad. Kind of like, wait, what are you wearing now? I mean, you might as well wear a parchment.
I'm in the
Cat's
iron.
sack.
You know what? I'm not explaining myself to you, Cat.
Well, you don't have to. You asked me.
Anyway, hey, Glitterblade, should we approach one of these people with the sacks? Yes, good grunt. Very effective. All right, well, why don't we go approach one of these people with the sacks? Hey, sack person, what's your deal, yo?
Excuse me?
So forward.
What is your deal?
Yo.
I don't know what you mean. And as
Why are you wearing a sack?
You have to
Hardy,
repeat
can you
yo.
translate? You might not be able to understand me.
give me an insight check.
Okay.
And where is Lumberloss as this is going on?
Yeah, Lumberloss, did you come with me?
I don't know. Did you call my name and ask me to come with you, or did you say something else?
Did you blank out when I said Glitterblade? Let's go talk to that guy with the sack.
Who were you talking to? Where is this person that you're referring to? That's somewhere around there.
I see. You know what? If I have to take crap from a talking cat in a bag the entire adventure, you're Glitterblade. Did you come with me?
That's the quote there.
That's
quotable. That's it right there.
My insight check, for what it's worth, David, is a 23.
Yeah, as you look this person up and down, you'll see that they're wearing like brown riding boots and they're holding a stack of books. And they look like really puzzled by you approaching them.
What is your business today, kind sir?
I'm just going down the road to the I'm part of the clergy.
Okay,
Here.
that's great.
Yeah.
What
Can
is
I help you?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you going down the road to do?
Oh,
are your
I'm just
books
going
for?
for studies today. Yes.
Oh, studies. What do you
yes.
study?
I'm part of the clergy. We're just going to for our lessons.
Oh.
Yeah, but like seriously, this person really is that. You on an insight check that high. Yeah. They're not lying to you. They're actually genuinely concerned and a little afraid of you.
Oh, there's no reason to be afraid. Seriously, I'm just interested. I'm new to this town.
I'm gonna go, and they're gonna start walking away.
Yeah.
Can I join you, friend?
There's no great deception check.
I can't join you.
No, it's fine.
interested.
And they're gonna just start walking away.
I'm gonna walk with.
Hey, nobody. Remember the last time that we had a small encounter with students that were learning something? I don't remember if that ended badly or not, but I don't feel like it ended well.
We got spells out of that, and everybody was fine.
I recall Nightwing knocking one of them out.
All right, Glitterblade, you want to stay here? Can I give you this dagger and you can have it appraised and looked at? I'm going to go with these guys and see what they're up to.
At this point, that person has gotten back into the crowd and is gone.
Glitterblade.
Well, you guys stop to talk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Trust me, I saved you the pain of disappointment that would have happened.
I would like to
Did not
approach
work
another
so.
sack person.
And with that, we're going to jump over to Lima and Gimlet. As you guys approach Hoagie's Wizarding Wares, and you see that there's like it's a wooden sign with like kind of red paint all over it, and then at the end there's just like burn marks on there. And do you go inside?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay. As you go inside, you'll see that in the back of this very large shop is what looks like a mannequin that's wearing gray robes and a gray hat and just this fake long beard. And underneath,
What kind of a hat? Is it pointy?
It's a pointy, but it's more like a Gandalf the Grey hat.
Okay.
And so what do you do? Is there anything you're looking for? There's plenty of people moving through here, just looking and shopping. Gimlet, as you look around, you'll see that there are just tons of, on one side, alchemy reagents. And then on the other side, you're going to see that there is a bunch of magical objects of sorts.
Ooh, I want to look at the magical objects.
Yeah, I was like, that we will check out.
To be clear, is Dismas out or is Dismas away?
This is way at the moment. Because, oh my god, that would not be a good idea.
I just want to be clear.
There's only so much. There's only so much leeway for chaos. We're going to afford the DM right this second.
Okay, so you start moving. Both of you give me an investigation check.
Ooh,
Investigation
check.
Oh, that's a 7.
Oh.
That is not.
Mine's a 4.
Oh. So yeah, you guys are going to look around and you're going to see that there is what looks like a bunch of like kind of like, I will say, shark teeth in a box. It's available there. And then you look down and there's a barrel with a bunch of bottles in it, but they're wooden bottles. Do you check either of those?
Curious.
Yeah, let's check those out.
Yeah.
Which one are you going for?
I'll
I'm
check
more
out the
intrigued by the wooden bottles first.
Yeah,
Does
as
it
you
say
guys,
Malort on the outside?
I don't know. Does a bottle of lightning kind of compare there? Because that's what there's a sign that says bottle of lightning.
The lightning is probably more delicious than the Malort.
Bottle of lightning. All right.
If you got to pick one to drink, you pick the lightning.
Do you? It's just like a bunch of bottles tossed into a barrel. These wooden.
Are they
bottles.
open or closed?
Oh, they're closed. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like a big bin of these bottles.
Interesting. Lima's gonna reach in and pick one up.
And as you do that, you'll hear just this faint little footsteps coming from behind you. Hi, can I help you today?
Gimlet says before he turns around, "This had better not be another cat." And he turns around.
No, you're going to see a stout halfling there with blonde hair, wearing just like regular commoner clothes. How can I help you? You looking for anything in particular?
We just wandered in and are basically browsing. At least I am. I don't know about you, Otter.
I don't know how many rounds of Find Familiar components I got, but if it was just the one, I probably need more.
Find familiar component. That's on the other side over there.
What are these things then? And he thumbs towards the lightning bottle.
These are magical items and artifacts and all kinds of fun stuff for wizards and magic users and non-magic users too, because you never know when you're going to need it.
So tell me about them. What do these do? What should I be?
So what she's holding here, and he reaches out to take the bottle from Lima. Do you pass it?
Sure.
So this is a bottle of lightning. So what you would do is just point it at who you want to strike with lightning, uncork it, and then when you pull the cork out, they'll get struck by lightning.
Ooh, sounds powerful.
Yeah, it's very illegal to use it here. Okay, you can't use it within city limits.
Okay, but you have a whole just barrel of them just sort of tossed in. Is that normal?
Of course it is.
Handling of these things? Okay.
This is a very safe city. You guys look like you're not from around here. So actually, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Squiggles, okay? I work here in the shop. I'm the manager. And so my job is to make sure, everything is moving safely and conveniently. But yeah, no, there's no problems here. Everybody kind of follows the law here. It's very bad if you break the law.
That's a lovely name. Squiggles.
Yes.
Where did you get that name?
It's my father's name and my father's name before him, and it's like a family name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice.
Have you thought about maybe, never mind. If it's a family heirloom, fine.
Lima loves a family heirloom.
It's true.
How
there
much for
anything-
lightning in a bottle here?
Right. Well, this one, this goes for, well, it's a pretty cheap 40 gold pieces just for one.
What about for two? Any discounts?
It's another 40 pieces. Nah, there's no discounts now.
You don't, discount when people buy in bulk, say?
You literally just missed our buy in bulk sale. It ended yesterday.
Oh, that's so typical.
It was seasonal.
So typical.
That's why there's so many people here.
Are there lightning seasons?
But no, there's just magic seasons. But it's more like, I'll let you in on it. It's just for sales. It's not actually. It's just
Is
for
there any
like
way
you know,
that
a Honda clearance event, that kind of thing.
okay? Is there any way
Fun.
that we can 1-to-1 kind of get an extension on that deal?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
At least she didn't shake the floor first, Squiggles.
No, 9.
On a 9, he's gonna be like, there's really nothing I can do about that. But and then he's gonna
but you're the
hesitate for a
manager.
second. He's gonna hesitate for a second. He's gonna look at you and be like, wait a second, you look really familiar. Have you been here before?
She might have been
I
asking for the manager the last time too.
That's nobody, not me.
I'm not even in the scene.
I mean, I gotta say, you look awfully familiar. Like I definitely seen you before somewhere.
I don't know where you would have seen me. I've certainly never been to Almswick before.
Oh, interesting. Well, and with that, we're gonna jump over to Nobody and Ghostblade for a second. So yeah, you guys get to the front of that smith and weapon. What do you do?
My attempt to find another sack person was rejected, GM.
Oh, well, do you grab another sack person that's walking by?
I was trying to find another sack person.
There's like every 7th person is a sack person.
Okay.
Maybe 8th and 9th now, but yeah, there's definitely a few.
So, Glitterblade, I'd like to give you my dagger to see if it can be evaluated in the forge, and I'd like to follow along. I'm just going to follow. I'm not even going to talk to one of these sack people. I'm just going to follow where they're going.
And that was the last time nobody saw that dagger.
Well,
Ghostblade, do you take the dagger?
Oh, I do, and he's not getting it back.
I trust my friends. Come on, Hardy. Let's go see what they're up to.
Okay, so because there is so many people, I mean, you're in the busiest part of town, and people are literally bumping shoulders getting past each other. I need both of you to roll the dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Saving throws?
I think we might lose the dagger.
That's a 9.
A 7.
Oh, yeah, Nobody. As you pass him the dagger, Ghostblade, you're gonna get kind of slashed on the hand with it, and it's gonna draw blood, and you'll get it. But yeah, you take 1 point of damage from grabbing this dagger.
Oh no.
I'm sorry about that, friend.
Uh-huh.
So nobody stabbed Glitterblade?
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Sounds like it.
Oh no, you hurt your friend. What are you doing?
Come on, Hardy. Let's go see what these guys are up to. Thanks for the help, Glitterblade. Sad trombone. I am the saddest trombone right now.
Yeah, Ghostblade. Yeah, you've got the dagger in hand. Are you inspecting it or anything? Or are you just trying to get through the crowd?
I am. I'm taking a look at the dagger because I haven't seen this before.
No, you haven't.
So I'm taking a look at it. I'm inspecting it and seeing what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So as you look down at it, it looks like a dagger hilt, but it is covered in rust and rot almost. And in the center of it, there's what looks like a gemstone, but that gemstone is cracked, and there's just a very faint glow coming out of it. But as you look at it and inspect it further, you're going to see that there is just a single drop of your blood just kind of moving across it, and the blood just kind of dries upon it very quickly and disappears into the blade.
It's totally normal.
So did the gemstone start glowing when the blood hit the blade? Or was
Yes.
it glowing before?
It was faintly glowing before, but as the blood moves across it, it just lets out this bigger, a slightly brighter glimmer. But it is so faint, it's negligible.
Okay. I want to take this to the Smith and Weapon guy and see what it is else I can learn about it, because I kind of want to give more blood to this dagger and I would like it repaired so I can do that.
Nobody
Okay.
might have made a terrible mistake.
You don't say.
Why?
Well, let's jump with to Nobody really quickly. So Nobody, you're flagging down. You guys have split.
Yeah.
And you're now looking and trying to flag down. How
No,
are
I'm
you
actually trying to
approaching them?
follow. I've got Hardy in my bag, and we're just trying to follow where
You're gonna stealth follow them.
Yeah. Well, I don't care if they see me. I'm just gonna follow them.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So are you several paces back, or are you right up behind them?
We're gonna be right up. We're gonna be right up behind them. We're not like breathing on their neck or anything, but we're the,
Yeah,
the
you
next
follow.
person behind.
Okay. Roll a stealth check with advantage just to see if.
Okay.
There's so many people around. It's really hard for anyone to discern if they're being followed in this kind of a crowd. So with
You're not
advantage,
gonna believe this, but
nat
with
20?
advantage, my stealth check was a 3.
Oh no.
Okay.
I believe it.
Thanks.
So they are going to keep. This person is going to continue on for a while, and we'll get to that in a second.
Yep.
But first,
I've got the
Ghostblade.
sound of nobody sneaking.
I'm very
It
quiet.
didn't come through.
I'm very quiet.
Did
This
that
all
not-
checked out.
No, we
No.
heard silence.
Oh, okay. Then I got to get that fixed in a hurry.
Yeah. So you're gonna Lumberlost. You approach the doors here, and there's just smoke kind of coming out from inside. Do you go in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you go inside, you're going to see that there is 2 dwarves working there, building something. Just on the forge, they're just banging on something. As one hits, the other one hits, and then the other one hits, and they're just going back and forth, oscillating between hitting this what looks like some kind of a weapon. What do you do?
I try to get their attention and try to get them to stop. And I wait patiently until they're in between blows so that they're not interrupted while forging this.
All right, give me a second here. As they go back and forth, building this. Do you look around?
Yep, I'm inspecting the entire shop.
Right. So it's very dark in here. The really only true light source is either coming from outside through the cracks in the door or through the forge itself. There's no actual external light. But as you're looking around, you can kind of see what looks like really elegant but expensive looking weapons hanging from the walls.
Does my dark vision help me see things better? Like, can I really
Absolutely.
see detail?
Yeah.
Oh,
So now
good.
you could see the actual detail and craftsmanship on these, and they are like very elegant built weapons. There are swords that look like they're made with some kind of blue iron of sorts. There's axes that have jagged edges on them. It's there's a lot of weapons, but then you're also going to notice that they're very, very expensive. There's price tags on top of them, something of 10,000 gold for a sword level expensive. All right, what do you want?
Oh, I was just about to ask if they're still hammering away. I've got a dagger I need some information about. Would you mind taking a look at this?
Take a look at your dagger. Yeah, pass it here.
I'll hang on to it, but you can look at it from there.
He's just holding it up.
You just like dangle it, inspect it.
Yeah, I'm presenting the dagger. I'm like displaying it to the dwarf. The dagger. Take a look
All
at
right,
it.
so he's very with a cloth on his hand. He's just gonna like kind of cup the underneath it to get a closer look at the blade itself, and he's gonna flip it back and forth a couple of times. And he's gonna look away, and he's gonna give me 1 second. I need to look something up, and he's gonna move away, and there's a book there, and he's gonna start flipping through the book.
Ooh.
I'm
What do you do?
patiently waiting for him to finish looking through the book.
It's going to take him a while. We're going to jump over to Gimlet and Lima.
Ooh.
So, Lima, The guy has just finished saying, "You look really familiar."
Nope, I've never been here before. I don't know where you would have seen me.
No, I could have. Oh, it wasn't you at all. It was somebody else who just like looked like you, but it was a guy.
Okay.
Gimlet
You
says,
have the same face. It's like,
we'll
you-
take two of those.
maybe like a
Interesting.
cousin?
Light.
What was Gimlet say?
Still trying to buy things.
We'll take two of the lightning bottles then.
Okay, that's great.
At a discount, right?
I've got to do a sound test just to see if this is working now.
Mhm.
It's working.
Oh, it's
Okay, good.
working.
At a discount, I can't do discounts. We just did discounts. I got families to feed. Okay, I gotta take care of everybody here. I got staff. We just did discounts. You missed it. I'm sorry.
How many families are you feeding?
Oh no, just the one.
Well, I mean, then probably just going to be one bottle or maybe no bottles. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll just walk away and we'll find lightning in a bottle someplace else.
Give me a persuasion
Maybe.
check.
Persuasion check. All right. 8 + 5, 13.
On a 13, he's gonna like look around. Okay, listen. If I give you a discount, you just can't let anyone else know, okay?
Sure.
All
Our
right.
lips
Look, if
are
Hoagie
sealed.
finds out, he's gonna just be really mad.
We will not tell Hoagie.
Don't tell
Okay.
Hoagie.
Don't tell Hoagie. All right, so I could take like 5 gold pieces off. That's like the deal I can do.
All right. Fair.
I never did actually count the big bag of money, but I'm hoping there's enough money in there to cover this.
You're sitting on a jackpot. You're sitting on a small fortune right now, Gimlet.
Gimlet doesn't have resource problems.
Yeah,
We'll buy the 2 bottles,
yeah.
and
So-
I guess also a couple of castings of Find Familiar components.
So with that, the total bill is going to come out to about 100 gold pieces with your 10 gold discount, 5 off of each bottle.
David in the corner writing a receipt. Well, we're gonna have to look at this. What's the tax situation in Almswick?
Oh no, we don't talk about taxes. No.
Lima's going to ask the manager, are there any other interesting items that you sell here that are, these magical items that you can tell us
Well,
about?
That all depends. Is there a type of magic you're looking? We got a lot of different magic, but it all comes down to the type of magic you're looking for.
Well, what kind of types do you have?
Well, there's divine magic, then there's nature magic, there's necromancing magic. That's kind of like scary stuff, and it's like you kind of lose yourself when you do necromancy. I don't recommend doing it. Okay, it's a dangerous thing.
Sure.
Illusion magic, conjuration magic. What are you looking for?
How about illusion magic? That sounds
Illusion
interesting.
magic. Okay, yeah. So that's going to be over here, and he's just going to kind of move down one of the other aisles, and you're going to see that there's a bunch of like odd-looking baubles and boxes. These little boxes that are tied up with ribbons, and he's like, "Here," and he takes one off of the shelf and hands it to you.
Okay, what is this?
It's called Dreamer's Sand.
What does it do?
Well, it's a box of sand that if you hit someone with it, they'll just, see whatever they dream of.
Do they need all of the sand or just a small amount of it?
Well, it depends on how strong that person's like wisdom is going to be. So you might need more of it, you might need less, depending on what you're fighting.
Okay, so in other words, if they're a lower wisdom type of person, you only need a little bit.
Right. That's how it works.
Huh. Interesting. How much for this?
Oh well, this is a very delicate and very hard to come across item. This goes for 500 gold pieces.
Whoo, that's expensive.
And it's probably not good for us to have Probably just half a grain takes out the entire group.
You don't want a
that's
sandy
true, that's a
bonk?
good point. Fair point. That for all we know, this could end up being used against us. Do you have any other illusion items?
We do. But with that, I want to jump to nobody real quick. Nobody, as you're following this person, you're tailing them. They're going to be going down different streets and everything, and then you'll notice that two of them kind of group up. Now there's two moving together, and they're holding the same books like everybody else. And then you'll see that there is this big, beautiful, elegant, what looks like chapel-esque building, and they go inside. Do you go in too?
Yeah, I'm going in too. Hardy, we're going into the church.
Oh no, I don't do good in churches. No, don't bring me inside. I go inside. I catch fire. Okay, not
No
good.
surprise to me, Hardy, but we're going to be okay.
Oh no, please do not take me
We'll be
inside.
fine. If you need to get into the bag, you can be in the bag.
Is this
Did you let me out of the bag this whole time?
Yes, get back in the bag.
I'd very much like to come out of the bag.
Okay, we'll come out and sit on my shoulder, but we're going
I
in
may
the church.
have gone to number 2 in the
I
bag
get
a
it,
couple.
I get it.
I need to come out of bag now.
We'll clean out the bag. We'll see if we can find
All right, leave that alone.
We'll see if we can find a glitter butler for you some point. Let's go in the church, Hardy.
Okay, that is good.
So you just put the cat on your shoulder, okay? And you go inside, and as you step inside, you'll see that there is very much what looks like a clergyman in the front, and there's a whole bunch of pews filled with people, and there's somebody at the front who's discussing and recounting the burning of the first tree.
Excellent.
It was terrible what happened. Stories are coming in. We must make ready. If they are to attack our tree too, we must be ready to ward them off. And that is why we will send our best clergymen to the tree tonight to make guard and prepare. We fear that they will be coming and attacking our city very soon. And so you're just kind of hanging in the back, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or sitting in an open pew towards the back. Yeah.
Right. So you sit down. Yeah. You have clear line of sight on all of this.
Great.
And there's this guy's in the front. Nobody's really looking at you. Everybody that you see looks visibly worried.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And they should be, because we're here now.
Nat 20, 24.
Ooh. Yeah, you'll notice that 90% of these people, or I'm sorry, 99%, all of them look visibly worried, including the person in the front speaking. And then you'll notice one of them gets up, who's all the way in the front, towards the left, gets up and walks out. What do you do?
You've presented an interesting conundrum.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's a good one.
I am going to run up to the front and follow the person that left up the left side.
Please describe your running.
Big galoofing running, like a really large person, barely in control of their bodily faculties.
What are you doing? Please stop running. I don't like being shaken.
Yeah, I'm sure this is a loud run.
Everyone is going to turn and gasp. Who are you? What are you doing? Someone yells, "Stop him!" And so now they're standing up and very concerned
Once
and
again,
moving towards you.
We are inconspicuous.
What are you doing? You're drawing attention. I told you not to be yourself.
Can I get through? Can I get through anybody and get out to the exit that the person left?
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
And that'll give us the answer.
Okay. It'll give us some kind of answer.
Right.
How about a 9? How do we feel about a 9?
On a 9, you'll get about halfway there before somebody is going to kind of get in your way, but not stop you 100%. You're not stopped. There's just somebody now within shoulder distance of you. With that, I want to jump back to Lumberloss really quickly. Lumberloss, the guy has stepped away and he's just flipping through this book kind of slowly. And every so often he looks up, he's just looking at you. Then he looks back at the book, looks up at you, looks you up and down.
Where did you come across this blade?
He doesn't know.
Uh,
Maybe Hardy told him.
nobody gave it to me. I just say nobody gave it to me.
Well, where did you find it?
Nobody didn't know.
He's just gonna like look down, put his hand.
Do you know what you got there?
Nobody didn't tell me.
Oh, for the love of... You have what we call black iron.
Black.
That
iron.
is a rare form of metal that is not available.
Is that why it absorbs blood?
And he's gonna like look at the other dwarf and then look back at you. And
That absorbs blood?
It does. It did when it cut me, when nobody stabbed me.
I think, and there, like the other guy is going to draw a weapon, like just holding it in place. He's going to draw a weapon.
I think you need to leave. We can't be serving you here. You're bringing that kind of magic into my shop.
What kind of magic am I bringing into the shop?
That is dark magic you have there. You best put some distance between you and that blade.
Mm-hmm. Did the book tell you that?
No, legend tells us this.
Legend tells you that the blade here is dark magic, and I have to put distance between me and that blade. About how much distance? Would the throwing distance between me and you be enough, or...
Did you bleed on it?
If my answer to that question is yes, what does that mean?
My friend, you may have gotten yourself into a wee bit of trouble.
Oh no.
Oh. Huh. I got myself into that trouble, huh? Huh.
You seem to be annoyed, but you're not annoyed at somebody here.
No, you guys have been great, except for telling me to get out of your shop. I'm wondering about the whole me getting myself into this trouble of bleeding on this blade that is now going to curse me. What happens if my blood is on this again?
You be attached to it.
Attached to it. Is there anything that you can tell me that's not as vague as what you've just said?
If you bleed on the blade, your soul be attached to the blade.
Okay. All right. Again, is there a way that you can describe it that doesn't like have like a
You should
mystical...
take it. You need to take it to someone else. We can't help you here.
Can't help me. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. You guys can go about hammering if you don't mind. Is there any like dagger within one of the really expensive ones, like that's within like sight that I might be able to nip on the way out of the shop?
Give me a sleight of hand.
I know. I wanted to do a little bit of mayhem. 16.
Yeah, they are so concerned and now talking amongst themselves that you're able to just kind of like nick one of the blades as you walk out, and it's like it's got a golden hilt to it.
Yeah, shiny metal. All right. So now I've got a dagger that's attached to my soul, and I've got a shiny dagger that's like the blue seal dagger with a gold hilt. Okay. Well, I'm concerned, so I'm gonna go see if I can go find my cleric friend who helped describe me how my soul being attached to this dagger, what that actually might mean.
Okay. And you know where they were, so you'll be heading in that direction. Let's jump back over to them right now, Gimlet and Lima. So you guys are standing there, and he's like,
So you're looking for more illusion magic, right?
Sure.
right, well, right over here. And he's gonna start rummaging through, and there's pushing stuff out of the way. He pulls out a jar, and it's this little jar with what looks like honey in the jar.
Okay. What is that?
This is called golden sap.
What does it do?
Well, you want to try it?
I'd like to
She
know what
does.
it does first.
You want to try it? Actually,
I
he puts it down and then reaches into his pocket and pulls out a jar himself and opens it, and it's one from his pocket. It's half empty already, clearly half empty, and he just like takes a little bit of it and just a little bit. Oh, it's delicious.
okay. What does it do?
It makes the person consuming it feel intoxicated without the downside.
Ooh.
Gimlet says, "Yeah, we've used that line too."
All right. Well, I don't think that I have any interest in this one.
Right.
Do you have anything else?
Well, I'd have to look and see. And he's just going to continue moving through. Golden sap, not good enough, huh? Okay, all right.
Do you have anything in the conjuration variety?
Conjuration. I think we have something here. And he's going to like eventually take you down another aisle. And at this point, you guys have been moving around through here for a while. So
Completely commandeering this guy's time.
there is what looks like a tiny little black chest.
What's that?
This is called a shadow box.
Ooh, what does the shadow box do?
I'm listening.
Well, you see, some very famous wizards trapped shadows inside of the shadow boxes. And so when you open up the box, a shadow comes out.
Ooh. That's
Is
They're
very
not nice.
interesting.
That sounds playful.
They're really not nice. They're very vicious.
Ah.
Have you
Can
ever
they
been
be
haunted
controlled
before?
by the person?
Gimlet
Somewhat.
sort of glances over to Lima and then says, "I suppose not."
Well, I mean, can the shadows be controlled by the person that owns the box?
As long as you have the box in your hands. Well, it comes after you, but yeah.
It comes after me too.
Right, yeah.
What a great
Oh.
pitch.
All
That's why
right,
most
well,
people just smash the boxes on the ground. Then everybody's free game.
We've got a dagger
like a fun
that's
Saturday
attached to
at
my
home thing.
soul, a shadow box that attacks people. I love it.
Huh. Okay. You know,
And how much is
how
this
much?
mistake?
Yeah. How much for this one?
Oh no.
Well, you see, most people don't really mess with these, but because they're like so dangerous and they get haunted and it's not good. But these are 1,000 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Man, I think
With
I
that
like the sand
Ghostblade,
better.
you've made it to Hoagie's wizarding wares.
Oh, I have?
Yes.
Is the magical honey stuff still out on the counter?
Oh God.
It is visible. If you're getting close to them and you're looking around, give me a perception check.
Mhm. 13.
Yeah, you'll kind of clock a little jar with golden sap in it.
Mm-hmm. Is Gimlet there? Can I like whisper up to him and be like, "What's in the jar?"
What's in the box?
No, I don't want to know what's in the box. What's in the box?
You should
Okay,
try
so-
some. He really seems to like it. And he points to the shopkeeper.
Oh, that's right. Time for a drinky poo. And he takes a little sip of it again.
A drinky poo.
Lima's going to encourage him to drink more, and then she's going to turn back to the sand. So, how much for this one again?
Oh, for the sand?
Yeah, didn't you say around 300?
Persuasion with advantage.
Pretty good. I walked it right into that one.
We are all such terrible people.
This is beautiful.
All right, so I got an 8 and then a 19.
Well, I think I said something like 400 gold pieces. I think
400?
I said
You know what? I'll take it.
For 400,
take it.
that
I'll
sounds
take
great.
the sand for 400. Yeah. Also, so thinking back, you said that you saw someone that looked a lot like me. When did you see this person?
Oh, like 2 days ago, they came through here. Was looking for a bunch of stuff.
Ah, what
Yeah.
exactly? Okay, so you said that we have a similar face. You said
Yeah. You guys look very
he-
similar. Maybe a distant cousin.
maybe. Did he come in looking for anything in particular?
Yeah. He was showing me he had this like amulet thingy. It was like this golden amulet, but he was more concerned with putting some kind of maybe like dunking it in something to like sever the connection it has to other amulets of the same sort. Yeah.
Interesting. Did he find anything that was successful?
Well, he tried a couple of things. I don't know if it worked. He seemed to leave and he was a little upset.
What did he try?
Well, there was a couple of. Have you tried dipping things in acid? It never goes well.
Yeah, I haven't tried, but I've heard.
We've
Yeah.
actually suspected there might be some acid involved.
I love Gimlet's just coming into scene with zingers. He just-
Coming in with right hooks. Yeah, he didn't want to destroy it. He just wanted to sever the magical connections to it.
Interesting. And you said about
did I
2
just
days
hear
ago
him
he was
say?
here?
Did I hear him say like sever the magical connections?
Yeah, you absolutely did.
Okay, I'm getting a lot closer to this conversation.
Okay. And with that, I'm so sorry. We have to jump over to Nobody. Nobody, yeah. What do? Do you continue moving forward?
Yes, I use thaumaturgy to increase the level of my voice and saying, he is right. We are in danger. We need to go check on that guy. Come with me.
With thaumaturgy, are you trying to intimidate them
No.
or rally them?
Rally.
Persuasion check.
And it is thaumaturgy. Can I shoot for an advantage here? I don't know.
Is your voice booming?
Yes, I was setting it to boom.
On a
That
16,
voice is done.
that's set voice to stunning. And yeah, so you're just gonna kind of yell out and your voice just echoes off the walls, shaking the room. And who are you?
I am nobody.
That's not your real name. You gotta have a real name.
You hear from like in the crowd, just like an old crotchety looking guy, just kind of standing there, long beard.
Does any of our names matter when magic is on the line? All of us are of a people, and us as a people need to go and find out what happened.
What do you know?
What kind of argument was that?
You're not in the scene.
Meanwhile, like, yeah,
Bitter
checks out.
blade.
Hardy.
What kind of argument was that?
I'm just kidding. Hardy goes,
Yes, you must listen to. Yes.
the guy in the front is going to yell, what are you doing here? Who are you? As a lot of the people that are in the crowd do stand up and begin to like move closer to you in agreeing with you.
I was there at the death of the first tree. I was there as it was cut down by a knight with blackest of black armor. I was there and your tree is in danger. My name doesn't matter. What matters is that tree. Someone left here just a moment ago and we must chase him or else your tree is in danger too.
It
Come
is in
on,
danger,
friend.
isn't it? They're kind of gonna. The guy's gonna keep yelling at you, but everybody else is now crowding around you. Do you like keep moving?
Yes, we're trying to move forward, collecting people to find ourselves at the exit where the person left.
Okay. As you
Probably
get
leave
to,
out that we were the prime suspects.
I said what I said.
you get to the exit. You'll get outside, and the main guy who is talking is gonna get next to you. You said you were there.
I was.
What happened?
Death.
Obviously, but what happened to the tree?
It burned. It was destroyed. because people like you didn't move fast enough to protect it. But we can correct that mistake today.
My brothers and sisters were there. They died trying to defend the tree.
They did.
It's a magical tree. It shouldn't have been able to be destroyed.
It shouldn't have, but it was.
Where did they get the fire that destroyed the tree?
From the sky.
And the guy just looks horrified, like
he should be.
Just petrified.
You know, you're really good at this kind of thing.
That's very nice of you to say, Hardy.
Yes.
Cat fist bump.
Cat paw bump.
Paw bump.
And as you get to the exit, you're going to look, and this guy is booking it. He's already at least 200 feet away from you. He's taken off running.
Run at full speed.
You'll see that there is basically another half gate, right? And it leads up a hill. And he's just made it to that half gate. And so you have behind you is a whole, all these clergymen who are following you, all wearing these like white gowns and white sack bags. It's very uninspiring outfits that they have on.
Look, I'd love to have an army with armor and weapons, but we got clergy sack people. We're going.
Okay. You start running.
Yes.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
And at this point, after your perception check, you can go ahead and deploy that poll.
Will do.
To the audience now.
22.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Audience, chat. There's a poll coming up. You will determine what happens here.
Oh,
the choice is yours. And so, jumping back over to while the chat decides on what happens, Lima, Lumberloss, and Gimlet, you guys are all still standing there. The guy that you've been talking with seems to be getting more and more intoxicated as the conversation goes by. There's still a lot of people moving through, just buying stuff. There's other employees walking around, and Lumberloss, you just heard him say, talking about severing the tie to a magical item. What do you guys do collectively?
Well, Lima, you were engaged in a conversation. I didn't mean to interrupt that conversation.
So
Just how
did
pickled
you?
is he at this point?
What's that?
Just how pickled is he at this point?
Oh, pretty pickled.
So Gimlet, having already just bought the stuff, says, "So I paid you. Am I gonna get my stuff now? The bottles and the components, which he's already got in his bag, of course."
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Would that be persuasion or deception?
Oh, deception then.
Well, it's a good thing I've got advantage on that.
Really? Is it a good thing?
Oh, and it's way better than a one.
He's kind of like
that one
bobbing back and forth, and he's like, "What did you pay me? I don't seem to remember getting the gold."
I paid you.
And he's gonna look at Lima, kind of confused, just like looking for like
Lima's
some kind of a reassurance.
You have unlimited gold, and you're trying.
Your job is to keep it.
Sometimes it's not about the money; it's about
It's about sending a message
of stealing from people.
It's
who are drunk.
habits. You make good habits, you stick with them. That's how you.
He's gonna like look back and forth, be like, "No, I really think," and he's gonna like jostle his pocket. My pocket seems to be pretty empty. I would have had the gold in there. I don't seem to have it.
Check the till, count it down again. He says.
Oh, okay. And it was 300 gold pieces, right?
I think so. I didn't take note of the. I didn't remember the exact number, but I think so.
Right. I'm just gonna go sit down over here, and he takes another sip of his jar, and then he goes. He takes he's a couple of paces away from you, and he sits down on the floor and starts emptying his pockets, and he starts moving one gold at a time. 1, 2. What do you guys do while this is happening?
I pick up the wooden box, the one with the shadow, and I go over to Lima and it's like, "What's this?"
Glitterblade, this is something that you don't want to mess with. Trust me.
Oh,
that just
Okay.
makes me more curious.
It's a
Yeah.
it's well, let me just say this. It's a box of shadows that will haunt you forever if you
Nope.
decide to open it up.
Already got haunted once. Speaking of, I've got a blade. Is there anything here we need to steal to make my soul detach from the blade?
What if you bought it?
I don't.
Sorry,
Does
I'm not even in the scene.
compute. Does not compute.
Lima and Gimlet, give me an
Yeah.
Arcana check,
Ooh.
or and Gimlet also give me a History check.
All right, so
'Cause
20 on the
Lima wouldn't
Arcana
know.
Mine's
Okay.
only 10 on Arcana.
and 18 on the history.
Yeah, so Gimlet, as you look at this thing, now you had very vaguely seen it in passing when nobody was holding it, but you hadn't really gotten an up close look at it like right now. As you look at this, you're going to notice you do not recognize that type of make or model of blade, and that the actual color stain of the metal itself looks very unique to you. You can and both of you can tell there's clearly magic emanating off of it. It's clearly a magical item, and it is broken.
And is it also clearly an unpleasant magical item?
Yeah. You both get there's very negative vibes coming off of this.
You know, maybe you should put that back where he found it.
I would love to, except our red friend may or may not have caused my blood to hit this blade, and our little dwarvish friends down by the smith and weapon told me that my soul is possibly attached to this broken dark magical blade.
So we can
Huh.
throw that
Do the
out
people
too
down
then.
at- Or I mean, I have a question. Do the people down at Smith and Weapon, do they have any background in magic by any chance?
Questioning
They
their
had a
qualifications.
really bar.
Just want to make sure.
We're gonna need a second soul opinion here.
Uh-huh.
I think we might. maybe
Really
we should
big
head
book,
over to the
and they got
clergy
very
school.
afraid. Clergy school doesn't sound like a bad idea. Do we want to go there?
Clergy school might be a good bet to see if we can get a professor to take a look at it.
I'm just impressed that you had a soul to begin with.
Yeah, I did. I did nick a dagger on the way out, so I don't. The soul. It's into. We don't have to talk about it now.
Nobody even asked where I am.
Well, nobody. How are you asking yourself?
I'm just sitting here in the corner. I'm good. No, I know you guys have no awareness of the situation I'm in, but we are in vastly different circumstances.
We really are.
Not for much longer. Jumping back over to nobody.
Uh-oh.
Shameless
Oh, no.
transition.
Shameless.
No.
Nobody. As you have your crowd of clergy who are following you. You see off in the distance that one guy that you've still been able to track is starting to run up a hill. And in front of you, in this open kind of courtyard, like where there's buildings surrounding you, this gate leading up a hill, in the center, hovering in the sky about 10 feet off the ground, you see this gigantic emanating glow of green.
Uh-oh.
What do you do? It starts to glow green. It starts out small, and then it starts to get brighter and brighter and brighter. And now there's like light that's almost kind of blinding. What do you do?
Do I recognize this at all from my earlier readings or any of my prior information in the world that I live in?
It looks the same as the same green glow that you saw coming off of the first tree. It looks like the same green glow that emanated off of your palm. It looks like the same glow that made Nate disappear, that made Ghostblade disappear and reappear. It's the same green glow that was around the giant worm. So you definitely recognize that color.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna our clergy army is going to continue up that hill and try to approach the green glow.
Oh, I'm sorry. The green glow is in the town, not past the hill. The hill is separate. The hill is the glow is between you and the hill.
Ooh.
Okay. We're gonna try to run around the green glow to the hill where the person that was fleeing ran.
What is that? As some of the monks start yelling. What is that?
I don't know. You don't know?
No, we've never seen that before. What is that thing?
Let's avoid it. In my experience, green glows are no fun at all.
I can't see. It's blinding me. You hear crying from the group in the crowd. And
keep your heads down and your eyes shut. Stand next to the clergymen in front of you. Hold on to their canvas sacks, and we'll get through this together.
You tell him, nobody.
I sense a little sarcasm in that one, Hardy, but I appreciate it anyway.
No, I am fully on your side this time. Let's do this. Let's get the heck out of here, because what comes on the other side, not going to be friendly.
No, we're going to try to go past it.
okay, yeah, you guys start to get around it and jumping back over to Gimlet and Lima and Ghostblade. You guys are still inside. What do you do?
So just to be clear, when the scene left us, we were the guy, the manager of the shop is like drunk and he's counting the gold
One at a time on the floor.
one at a time. Okay.
He's at like 7.
Yeah, at this point he's at like 7, 8.
Honey.
Yeah, he's drunk on golden sap.
Okay. Okay. And then were we in the middle of a conversation?
Well,
No,
Ghostblade.
we were going to go to the clerical school. We were going to go to the
That's
clerical
right.
school to find out how to separate the soul from the blade.
You guys go outside.
That's what we were doing. All right.
Can I grab the jar of honey on the way out?
Slide a hand check.
Do I get advantage because the guy's hammered?
Yes.
David, are you
I
happy
don't
you
need
taught
it.
us the
24.
rules of Dungeons and Dragons?
24. Yeah, Lumberlost, you got now a jar of golden sap.
Cool. All right, pocket that. Yeah, Lima, you want to go?
Yeah, just don't drink that all at once.
Or
Do
at
you
all.
look at the label, Lumberlost?
The label.
I think, I want to look at the label.
Yeah, there's like a little label on it, but it's drawn in like crayon and it just says golden sap, and under it, all of the benefits, none of the negative health side effects.
I figured that the product would just be called not for human consumption, but
I'm just gonna pocket that for later.
You got something special there.
We're gonna have a day when I'm gonna need that, and it's just gonna, yeah.
And as you guys step outside, you can see down the end of this road. As you step out, you'll see that there are people running in one direction away. Now, the whole crowd is moving, and as you look down, you'll see a giant ball of green light that is emanating up in the sky, and you also see nobody run across the street with a whole group of sack people running behind him.
Getting it done.
I
Just
have
imagine
no
it.
idea what's happening, but it looks like nobody is up to no good.
Gimlet yells.
We need to
"You're
find
being
out what's
really
happening."
Conspicuous. Good job.
Did I hear him?
Did you hear Gimlet? No, absolutely not. No,
All right.
you're a
I'm
whiles away.
I'm way in the distance. Okay.
Yeah, you're way away, and there's a ton of people who are now like yelling and kind of screaming and stuff, trying to get away from the green light. All of you are going to see that as the light finally reaches its brightest, it's going to disappear. And chat has determined with a 76% vote that you're going to see a dragon hawk appear
Oh, no.
out of that green light. And nobody, if you want to show the chat what the dragon hawk looks like, you can.
Oh well, then I should.
So I'll let you pull that up, and you see kind of floating there,
We
hovering
need
in
some
place.
ominous music.
Oh, we
No.
can do that.
I don't. So David, I think I don't know. I think I have 2 pictures of hordlings.
Yes, but there should be another one there if you scroll up.
That's
Oh,
the
I
music we
see.
need.
All right.
Mhm.
Yes, that's
See what
fitting.
I can grab. What is? It's all very sad here. Okay.
Yes, let's let the ominous music continue to play.
We'll just let it go. We'll just let it go.
There it is. Yeah, you see one of these floating there, just looking around, and as it appears, flapping its wings, and nobody. You just feel a gust of wind as it hits you with that gust. This thing looks and feels powerful. Yes, Gimlet.
Important question. Are we talking like dragon-sized or chicken-sized? Because I gotta scale my fears appropriately.
It's not. It would be considered large to extra large, but not. It's not gargantuan. It's
all right,
big.
but definitely
So, like
bigger
the
than
size
a
of a horse, or
No, like
It's quickly becoming a Monty Python.
whale?
yeah, this definitely turning into a bit. I would say it like a wyvern size, maybe small, a wyvern's second cousin.
I don't know what that means.
It's a very
You're not
it's a
supposed
tiny
to.
dragon. It looks
Okay,
tiny
okay,
dragon sized.
sure. You know what? Let's go with it.
It is going to turn nobody, and it's going to basically put its head towards the hill, and it's going to try to start moving in that direction. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, here we go.
Now we need the music turn. Ooh, no, I have a 21. Lima's going first.
10.
4.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is when we need the upbeat, like, action music to come on.
I think I've got that somewhere.
Lima, it's your turn. You get to go first. But as you step out and see this, what is your first response?
My first response is I want to first look at my amulet to see if it's glowing.
It is very faintly glowing.
Okay. All right. And how
you
much
touch it?
distance is there between? Sure.
Lima,
Yes.
as you touch the amulet, you're going to again kind of like snap your vision to somebody else, and you're just going to see somebody running up a hill. You're going to be in the vision of somebody that seems to be running up a hill.
Okay. And I recognize this hill as the same hill that's right here.
Right.
Okay. I think my brother's here. Is what I'm gonna tell Otter and Ghostblade.
Hoeg with the facial expression, and also exactly the same pop filter I'm using.
I think I was chasing her brother.
What are you talking about?
No, nothing, Hardy. You know what? It's very fourth.
There's
wall.
very big chicken dragon right there, and you're talking to yourself. I'm very scared.
We're gonna be okay, Hardy. It's all coming together, buddy.
So
That is what you
what's
said
the-
last time.
And we're still here.
what's the distance between me and the Dragonhawk?
At this point, you're probably about 200 feet, and the creature is at least 10 to 15 feet off the ground.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
And it hasn't started threatening anyone yet, or
It all it has done is appear, and it's like keeping itself floating in the air by flapping its wings, hitting with
Okay.
tremendous gusts of wind is hitting the people, and that looks pretty dangerous. But then
Okay.
the creature's just going to turn its head towards the hill, and so basically
Okay.
it's just turning its head towards the person you just connected with a second ago.
okay.
Spooky.
I'm gonna turn to Otter and Ghostblade and say, look, we need to keep this Dragonhawk from going up the hill. I think you guys need to focus on that. I think my brother is the one that's running up the hill. I need to go and catch him.
So when you need something, you remember my name?
Sure.
Why? We're in battle.
Does it help?
Yes, it does. It does. Very much so. Thank you very much.
Ghostblade is painting his
You're
nails. as he
welcome,
says.
Ghostblade. And chewing gum.
Yeah.
Careful, Hardy.
Speaking of which, as you guys are like kind of talking amongst yourselves, the cart has finally like kind of just pulled up next to you guys. Rolling by.
That's right. The card's coming to us.
Yeah, the
Right.
card's going towards Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're missing the cat. Well, I wouldn't say we're missing the cat.
I'm
The
not
cat's
missing
not here.
Yeah, Lima, what do you do? It is still your turn. You
So-
still have your movement.
So I'm going to start taking off after the man that's running up the hill.
Right. So are you going to
Um,
dash? Yeah, well, to make up the movement, you can use your dash and you just get double your speed.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. So Gimlet and Ghostblade, you'll watch as Lima takes off running down the road, moving around the people that are running the other way. And yeah, you're going to get 60 feet closer.
All right.
And then we jump over to the Dragonhawk. The Dragonhawk is going to get to go, and the Dragonhawk is going to kind of fly down and kind of land, perching itself up. And it's going to start moving forward on the ground towards that gate to get out, to go up the hill. It's now on the ground, but it's like looking around back and forth, and it hasn't attacked anybody. It's not doing anything. It's just like looking around, and actually nobody. Give me an insight check.
Sure. Natural 20, 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
As you're looking at this thing, you're kind of getting the feeling that it's not exactly a threat yet.
Okay.
It's trying to perceive the area that it is in. And it's just looking around, looking for somebody. It's not really looking at the people as much. It's just like looking around constantly.
You said
Studying.
Dragonhawk in my book when we talked about it earlier, right? Do I remember anything about it?
Give me a history check or pull the book out.
And we're in battle. Let's go for a history check.
Hey, I mean, battle's a perfectly good time to consult your reference materials.
Right.
16.
Yeah, on a 16, you're going to flip the book open and see that Dragonhawks are classified as chaotic good.
Remember, guys, battle is an open book exam.
That's right.
That's a catchphrase.
I got a book.
That's a
I got a book.
catchphrase.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure it's actually evil.
Is Dragonhawk evil?
I
No,
don't think so.
no, not evil, but also not friend. Like, he's the kind of friend you invite to party. He eats all of the snacks and then leaves without saying goodbye. Gives Irish goodbye of sorts.
Mhm. So I'll call him Hardy then.
I am the life of the party. In fact, I am the party animal. Okay, I am great at parties.
I'm sure you are, buddy.
I
Why do you have
always
so many
get second
children?
invite.
I am furry. I am friend. I am cat. I am party.
If that thing attacks you, you're not going to be as lucky getting away from Worm. It's very dangerous. In fact, I am going to go back in bag now. Okay, I don't want him to see me.
Hardy, are you sure we haven't gotten a chance to clean it out yet?
Oh.
You know what? I'm jumping down. I'd rather walk.
All right, I'll walk next to you, Hardy.
This is disgusting.
The cat's just like, what do you do, nobody? It's still your turn. You still have an action.
Is it my turn? I actually didn't know. You asked me for an
Oh,
insight. check.
no, sorry. It wasn't your turn. That's my mistake. Lumberlost, it is your turn.
Oh, great. Lima went in the opposite direction of where she told us to go.
No, she's running towards the creature. In the direction of the creature. You guys are at the end of the road having to make up all the distance.
The
All right,
creature
I'm gonna
between
go
us
after-
and the guy running up the hill.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna chase after her.
Okay. So you're going to dash, so you'll move.
Yep.
I think it's 60 feet. So you'll be up next to Lima. You'll be there, no problem.
Okay.
And now it is nobody's turn.
Okay, so the Dragonhawk is on the ground. My clergy is with me. I don't know enough. Do I remember if Dragonhawks understand the common tongue?
history check. Or take the book out.
Isn't the book already out?
Yeah, did you take the book out?
You told me I took the book out. My history check is a 2, so I'm not remembering it.
Yeah, you don't remember it, but do you flip through to
I can consult the book.
Yeah,
Sure.
as you flip through the book, yeah, you'll see that the creature vaguely understands common but can't communicate.
Okay. All right.
These are not evil creatures. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Well, then I think we are going. Me and the clerics are going to try to proceed. I guess, is it past the Dragon Hawk? We're still trying to get to the guy that we were chasing from the church.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's assuming that it's only been six seconds. He hasn't gotten very far yet. It hasn't been his turn.
All right. Well, we're going to run after him.
You're going to run after him.
Yes.
Okay. Are you stealthing? Are you charging?
No, I don't care about stealth. There's a giant Dragon Hawk and green fire and everything else. So we're just going to run after him.
You hear from the wait, where are you going?
No, come with. Like, we're all running together. Come on, team.
Okay, and they follow you. You start running. You make it to the gate.
Okay.
And the creature, you basically come face to face with the creature at about a 20-foot distance. The creature's just like kind of staring at you, waiting to it's like been looking around, it stops, and it's looking at you.
Okay.
And it's just staring at you, waiting to see what you do.
Cast command.
Okay.
Calm.
I think it has to be a save on that. Let's find out.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
The creature is going to fail with a 3.
Ooh.
And I think it has to beat a 13 or a 15.
I can look up what that is. I'm sorry. Wisdom 13.
Oh yeah, 13. Yeah, you have. Yeah, it rolled a 3.
So I say calm. I get an effective command.
It just kind of hesitates even more, looking you up and down, and notices Hardy, and then it looks back at you. What do you do?
Me and my group are going to seek to open the gate.
Gate is opened.
Then we're going to proceed through the gate.
So you're turning and running away from it.
No, I thought he was on the other side of the gate. We're still trying to get to the hill. So however the geography of this works, me and my crew want to go towards the guy that's running away from us.
Okay, so yeah, the hawk is still within city limits. The gate is leaving city limits. We put it that way.
Okay, so yes, I'm trying to. Then I'm leaving the hawk. I'm going
Right.
after the guy.
Okay, and as you do that, the creature is just going to lift itself up. It doesn't attack you. It just lifts itself up and just waits for its turn again. And it is Gimlet. It is your turn. Gimlet, all three of you can see this at a distance.
I guess we should go check this out.
The commitment to action that I really appreciate about you, Otter.
There's a cart nearby, and you just watch Ghostblade and Lima charge ahead. What do you do?
Gimlet will start sauntering in that direction.
Are you dashing?
It didn't sound like it.
Gimlet
I
is
would
kind
love
of
to see
walking
that, though.
fast, but not like he's not running.
Gimlet, as you start trotting by, you'll see that there is on the cart, there is a chair in the front that was not there before. It just kind of like drops down, like the seat just kind of unfolds.
You know what? I'll hop in the cart and see how fast the cart takes me there.
As you jump in the cart, it switches the turbo and just takes off. And so,
Hold on this cart.
You got him.
Lumberlost and Lima, you just watch as Gimlet in the cart.
Where's he going?
But however, Gimlet, that wheel is still a little broken, so it is.
Seatbelt in the cart.
Oh, no, there is no seatbelt. I need a dexterity
Sounds
saving
like
throw.
Is there gold like flipping out of the bag?
There's a trail of
Next
coins
is a
that
5. So I'm
follows him.
probably interested.
What was that? A 5?
5.
Yeah, I would say with the 5, I mean, you're basically clinging on, but there is definitely going to be a slight little gold trail flying out of the bag that you're holding.
Hey, that's in the bag of holding. So
Gimlet's gonna be so pissed.
For the rest of you, you'll see there's definitely like that. Every so often, there's like what would be like a tire mark in the ground, just scraping up the ground along the way. Gimlet, there's definitely gold flying out of the cart, but you don't know if it's yours or from Hardy's stash.
well, if it's from Hardy's stash, I'll just take that as I go.
Yeah, so you'll get a lot closer. Gimlet, you'll be about 40 feet away at this point at the end of your turn. And with that, we are back to Lima. Lima, you just watched as Gimlet took off.
So I was gonna turn to Ghostblade since he basically caught up to her and then where is he going?
Oh, I have no clue. Like the cart's going up towards the creature, right? About how far
Right.
away?
At this point, he's about 40 feet away. He's significantly he's about 100 feet closer than you are right now.
How far are we from the creature?
140.
And nobody is.
At this point, like right next to it.
Okay.
From your visions, right
Alright.
next to it.
All right, Lima, it's still your turn.
Yeah. I'm still running up the hill because I need to catch up to the guy that's running up the hill.
So you're still running towards the hill.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are closing in. Okay, so yeah, you run another 60 feet. You're closer. Great. We now go to the hawk, and you guys are going to watch as the hawk picks itself up. Now, I believe you're running away from it.
I'm trying to go through the gate up the hill. Yep.
Yeah, you're at the gate now, so you're not looking at it. You're all going to watch as the creature just begins to lift itself off the ground and then takes off away past the hill.
Uh-oh.
And it's gone. And with that, it's Lumberloss's turn.
Ah!
Ooh.
I'm like, we're not done yet.
Your little trick.
It's a fake out.
Creature's
Lumberloss.
gone. We're still trying to get up
creature's
there.
blown away, but you could see it in the sky. The city around you is in shambles. Everyone's losing their minds.
All right. Question that I don't know the answer to. I have cunning action, which is the bonus, but I can also do a dash as my regular action.
Right.
Can I do a dash and a dash?
I would allow that. I think that sounds awesome, especially since you're not directly in combat. I'll say fine. You take off running and you make it. You make it up to Gimlet's cart.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a perception.
What are we perceiving? What are we perceiving at this moment? We're perceiving a 19.
Yeah, at a 19,
Alright.
you're going to look off in the distance, Lumberloss, and you'll see that this hill goes up, and it carries on for a while. And at the top of this hill, there is a castle of sorts, kind of standing up, and the road then splits off in a ways, and it's very steep. It's almost like a cliff if you're not on this road here. And then off in the distance there, you'll see very far away, but you'll see the slight glimmer of one of the trees
Ooh.
past the castle, above the hill, and off in the distance.
All right. So, can I relay everything I just perceived to Gimlet, who's presumably on the cart next to me?
Oh, he's still on the
Or are
cart.
we- Okay.
Gimlet's
Yeah.
getting off the cart as soon as it's safe to do so.
It comes to a full stop, like an abrupt stop, and Gimlet's hair is a little disheveled.
Gimlet sort of goes over to a bush. And he's like, 1 second.
Yeah.
Rocket gnomes.
And with that, it is nobody's turn. Nobody.
Can I get to this guy yet? Can I run at him yet?
He is within 30 feet of you now.
I'm going to go tackle him.
Roll on athletics.
Please be high.
He doesn't have the sap, so
Yeah.
Oh!
20. All
20.
right.
Nobody. You charge up this hill. An army of clergy behind you, Hardy running at your side, and you just tackle this guy from the knees and bring him down.
Yeah, I would like to take a position on top of him, on his chest.
You roll him over.
Yes, and yeah, have him tackled and pinned.
Okay. As you roll him over, you'll see that there is a blue bandana similar to the one you had seen fighting those bandits on the road last session, covering his face. What do?
Who are you?
You don't understand. You have to let me up.
I do not. Who are you?
You don't get it. I have to. And he's squirming like crazy. Are you going to try to restrain him?
Yes, I'm going to try to restrain him.
Okay. Give me a strength check. So
14.
yeah, you are going to be able to hold him down, and he's going to be squirming around. No, you don't understand. We have to go. Let me go.
Who are you?
I'm not telling you anything.
Hit him in the face
Oh, God.
With what?
with my fist. I'm not
Okay.
with a flail.
I have to be clear. It's my
I
job.
was hoping you were telling Hardy to hit him in the face.
Wait, do you tell Hardy to hit him in the face, or are you hitting him?
Hardy scratches him.
No, this is just a quick, not intended to really cause physical damage. I'm not happy with how this is going. Hit in the face.
Okay, roll a basic unarmed attack. I think you have an unarmed attack there.
I do.
It's just your friendly sock in the jaw.
Right.
Yeah, it's a 12.
On a 12, roll at advantage because you're holding him down prone.
Well, it's a 20 now. 22.
Ooh.
Yeah, you just boom, clock him in the face. And with that, his mask comes down. And you'll see, well, first you left him with a shiner, but you'll recognize his face looks awfully familiar to Lima's. Let go of me. I have to go.
Thaumaturgy. Lima, get over here. Booming voice.
Lima, give me a perception check.
Okay. All right. 15.
You hear you can through the crowd, and only because of thaumaturgy, you can hear rumbling in the ground beneath you. Lima, get over here. You're still very far away.
All right.
And it is not your turn yet. However, jumping back over to nobody for a second, the guy is going to be moving back and forth, trying to get up. Give me an athletics check again to see if you can hold him down.
10.
And with that, he is going to get one of his hands free, and he is going to try to reach and grab at his neck, at something on his neck.
Oh,
And
no.
that is where we are going to end today's
No!
episode of Lawyers and Dragons, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Oh, man.
I want to know more, David. When can I learn more?
Oh, next week. Oh, and actually, everybody level up for next week.
Okay, we'll level up.
Yay.
We'll level up.
New spells.
You are all
That's
now
right.
level 3.
Level 3. We're pretty excited about that, team. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Lawyers and Dragons today. David, you're amazing as always. That was like 6 different voices today.
Yeah, my dwarves were a mess because I kept going into Hardy. It was horrible.
I noticed that. I was like,
It just yeah,
turn to cats.
just keeps going into Hardy. I can't get out of it once it starts.
You'll just be Hardy forever. But anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks as always to Law and Lumber, Rob, Roll of Law, and Runkle of the Bailey, Ian, Legal Bytes, Alyte, David at Prototopics. Folks, Leave a like on your way out if you're still here with us. 1,000 of you join us basically every weekend for this. We will be back next week because we have some family issues to resolve. And we also have Rob with like a necromantic vampire dagger that may or may not have stolen his soul in real life or in the game. We don't know. Either way, folks, thank you so much for joining us today. We will catch you next week and have a great weekend, everybody. See you very, very soon.